Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns, or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them.
Before we get started, we want to give our praises to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
We want to give double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone.
That's right.
The true teachers of Israel today.
That's right.
Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. All you brothers pushing this word in truth and sincerity. The house of David, the 144,000.
That's right.
Say shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, before we get started, we just want to go ahead and speak real quick. We wanted to get into the fact that, just recently, we got these false prophets out here, you know what I'm saying? And they making a lot of noise, but they ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? These false prophets, is spoke of adamantly in the Holy Bible, in the scriptures. They speak wonders about how the fact that these false prophets in the last days would come deceiving, the people. And that's what they have done.
What's going on, Israel? You know what it is. This is the 51st annual ISUPK Passover. Everybody's ordered to be. All camps are ordered to report to the Westchester County Arena. The original zone, 1969. The game is afoot. Let's get it on, man.
All right, do you know what this is? I just got a question for you.
Right.
All right, the reason I brought this up, do you know that you guys are 501c3?
Yeah, of course I would know that. I'm in the organization.
Right. But I just want to scroll down. Wait.
Take that 501c3 and get some food. So
listen though. Do you see right here up under the taxonomy? What does it classify that you guys are?
a religious organization.
No, read that. You see it, don't you? So my question is, for a group of people that bang on Christianity so hard and talk about the white man so hard, you didn't hesitate to go get the 50C13. Right. The Christian, for your classification, even though you put up under a secondary name, my question is, why did you put Christian on your application to be qualified? That's what I want to know. I want to know, brother, because I have to understand.
Okay.
You said that you used to be a Christian, right? So I have to understand, like, what is the
No, leave that on the screen. Can we leave that on the screen?
Well,
yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Or can you put that? Or you
No, I can keep it up like this.
Okay, yeah, keep that up for a second. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I just want to know, brother, so I can be clear. Because an organization that bangs so hard and deny the power, see, you limiting God by your understanding. I want to know, why would you go and do this? Isn't that deception?
No, that's not deception. No, that's not deception.
So it tells you ISUPK on their site, isupk.org. ISUPK is a 501c3, faith-based community organization. All right. So that's what they are. They're under the 501c3. That's why they don't teach prophecy. All right. They don't tell you what the mark of the beast is. All right, which is the RFID chip implant. They don't teach the destruction of America. Everything that they teach is what the state wants them to teach, and they teach false doctrine. All right. So now I'm gonna scroll down, give you a little information on the 501(c)(3) charter. When a church accepts the 501(c)(3) status, that church waives its freedom of speech, meaning now you're not a prophet no more. Now you're not coming out the Bible. Now you coming out with your own vain opinions, and they on record for having false doctrines. One of the false doctrines, if people can remember, they said that the mark of the beast is 666 men. You know, they just be winging it and they come up with bullshit doctrines that's not biblical. It says waives its freedom of religion, you know, their belief, so they denounce the Most High. Waives its right to influence legislators and the legislation they craft. Waives its constitutionally granted rights. Is no longer free to speak to the vital issues of the day. So they can't prophesy. Because when we prophesy, which to prophesy, it means to say something before it happens. That's what we do. We talk about the vital issues of today. You know, the curses of the Israelites and why the world is in the way that it is. All right? We read the different articles and tie it with the scriptures. They don't do that. You know? It says it's controlled with fear. If it doesn't follow IRS guidelines, it will lose its tax-exempt status. Becomes a state church, one need not look forward to see that the church acceptance of the 501(c)(3) and its significant restrictions has had devastating consequences to not only the church but to the entire nation. All right, 501(c)(3) Christian churches, ministries, and organizations may not do the following. So these are the things that you can't do under the 501(c)(3) charter. It says expose conspiracies. A lot of these conspiracies are prophetic. It's in the Bible. So they can't talk about the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip implant. They can't talk about America being destroyed. They can't talk about anything that will be labeled as a conspiracy, which is majority of the Bible, which really is all of the Bible. So they can't talk about that. They can't criticize the New World Order. All right? They can't talk about it. Say or publish anything negative about any politician, Republican or Democrat. 4, it says criticize government agencies and bureaus. So they can't talk about how the CIA brings drugs into so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American communities. All right. It says 5, criticize an institution of government such as the White House, the Congress, the Federal Reserve Board, right? 6, encourage citizens to call or write their congressman, senator, governor, mayor, or other public official. It says 7, criticize any proposed or pending bill or legislation that would take away the rights and freedoms of the people. 8, it says make disparaging remarks about or criticize any other faith group, cult, or religion. All right? So, you know, they can't even talk about, you know, coming against these churches and these false philosophies. 9, expose or criticize the New Age movement. 10, support or encourage a law-abiding citizens, militia, even though this is constitutional, because you give up your constitutional rights when you get the 501(c)(3). 11, it says support or encourage the Second Amendment, the right of the people to keep and bear arms. All right. 12, discourage young women from getting an abortion or endorse the pro-life movement. 13, teach that abortion, especially partial birth abortion, is murder and is the killing of innocent babies. 14, it says identify homosexuality as a sin and an abomination to the Most High. So that's why this guy is saying that, because he's under the 501(c)(3) charter. He can't teach that a homosexuality is a sin and that it's an abomination unto the Heavenly Father. He can't teach that because he's under the 501(c)(3) charter.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods.
Yeah. So the ISUPK 501c3, a nation that loves gay marriage so much that they made it legal. When was the last time you ever thought you'd be mentioned in 501c3 and gay marriage and ISUPK? But I wanted to bring you some facts and give you something to study. Since it is law in this country that gays have full rights, the slaves had to die for theirs, but the gays have full rights. And these homosexuals try to tag themselves onto the civil rights era and all that as if the struggle is the same, but that's a lie. So if it's legal, then that means by law, if you are a part of the United States government in any way, you cannot breach the law by denying homosexuals marriage. Now, some churches and some religious organizations get to slide through on that. How? Because they don't have a gay congregation, and it's pretty much known historically that they don't accept homosexuality and it is frowned upon. And so gay people don't join those churches. But if there was a homosexual that wanted to join a church or a religious body that is funded by the government through its 501c3 status, you cannot refuse by law. You have to let them join, you have to counsel them, and you have to marry them if they persist on the idea. God damn, look how the devil box you in. ISUPK, when y'all gonna start doing the gay marriages, bro? When you niggas gonna start bringing out the goddamn piñatas at the homosexual weddings? I'm gonna say it one more time real quick and I'm gonna go. If you are a 501c3 organization, that means that you are an arm of the state. Subsequently, you cannot breach the law and keep 501c3 status. Federal or state laws you cannot breach, even across international borders.
You call what? You want to know if you can have anal sex with his wife. Okay, anal sex with his wife? Okay, well listen. Let me tell you something. A lot of people gonna be mad at me about this, but I'm about to tell you like it is. The answer is yes. This is the hard part of being a priest of the Most High. The answer is yes. And I'm going to tell you why. The scripture says, everybody in Romans, the 5th chapter, the 13th book, the 13th verse. The question is, for anybody that's asking, the question that he asked was, can a brother have anal sex with his wife? Can he have anal sex with his wife? The answer is yes.
But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bringing upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
John the Baptist is a red-tailed squirrel, right? Running up a tree. And you should give him nuts. Right? John the Baptist is this cup of excellent scotch right here. Give John the Baptist a hand right there. Ooh. John, you ain't no joke, brother. John the Baptist is a cup of good scotch. What's the point I'm trying to make? John the Baptist is whatever the hell I say he is. Whatever I tell you John the Baptist is, is what he is. John the Baptist is a bowl of Captain Crunch. That's what he is. That's what I say he is. From now on, you're gonna say John the Baptist is a bowl of Captain Crunch. I'm wondering why nobody is running to the store to get milk. In essence, John the Baptist is what the hell I say he is. I'll prove that in the Bible. That's a brief summary of the breakdown, all right? Whoever I tell you John the Baptist is a Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Palestine period or the Jurassic period, right? That's him, and you can see him in museums. John the Baptist is who the hell I say he is. I'll prove that in the Bible.
Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world.
Moment in England, and then basically, bro, like I've just seen something on this comment board. Yeah, let me just go to. There's a few things I've seen on there, but this is one that I'm just gonna talk about. Yeah, look, it says, Karaki Awada. It says Shalom class attendance link. Click to sign in. Do your 90 days. Get your Hebrew name. Now they got a link. I'm gonna click this link because basically on this site, you've got to fucking they want you to sign in and sign up and register your details. Everybody that goes into their online class, they want them to. Here it is. Look, ISUPK online class attendance signing. It's not good enough you just being on there and asking questions. You've got to look online official class attendance recorder, clock in on time if you was late. I mean, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? You got to clock in and let them know if you was on time for the class or late for the class. Then it's got the classes poster here, isupk.com. Okay. Then it says which class. You put your class in with your brotherhood, law, scripture, you know. And it says city and state. You got to put your city and state in there. You got to put your name in there. You got to put your telephone in there. You got to put your email in there. So you got to put your name and your telephone number and where you where you live, your city and your state, and where you named. So these guys are nothing. These guys, man, and it's Google Forms. We all know that what Google's all about. So a lot of these individuals, they've got these 501c3 charters, bro, and these people are juiced in, man. These people, you know, people that are at the top of these organizations like the ISUPK and NATE, they've got 501c3 charters. And a lot of them, they'll need your addresses, your name, and all of these personal documents and your personal information. At Great Millstone, we're not into all of that. You don't have to give the apostles your address and you know all of that. Your damn address and you all that, your name and Greek name and all of that. Or whatever the hell, and your telephone number. You don't have to do all of that. These guys are part of this government 501c3 charter, and when the chip comes out, a lot of these guys are going to take it, and a lot of these guys are going to probably command you to take the RFID chip. That is what's going to happen. So I'll just send this. I'll just put it out there. Another thing about the ISUPK, they said the people that go in their school, you got to learn for 6 months. Then if you want to deal with a woman in the school, you got to court her for 6 months. And then after that, you can deal with it. And then it says in one of the classes, it said you got to wear all black. So there's a lot of madness that they're doing over here in the UK, over there in the States, at this ISUPK. But like I said, you guys, all of this is just for Esau, man, rounding up your information. You know what I mean? These government-based charter organizations, man. You know what I mean? That's madness. That's madness. So, I mean, these guys are going off, man. These guys are absolutely going off. So basically with that, I'm going to say shalom.
Right. We don't allow no child molestation.
Hey, Shalom.
No goddamn rape. Right. White woman loving child. Right. That ain't what we about.
We on.
That ain't what the Lord.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
We the Hebrew Israelites coming week in and week out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of America, Babylon the Great, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we the Hebrew Israelites. It's time for you to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Right? So we are another week through the mercy and grace of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to preach His truth. Right? Because we know the truth resides at Great Millstone, okay? The leaders of all Israel, Apostle Tahar, start with Apostle Tahar, Apostle Ramlah, and Apostle Gabar. The elders on down. Alright? So as we see, who's in the background? Right? ISUPK.
Right.
Now the scriptures say this. Romans 15 verse 20. Yea. So I have strived to preach the gospel. Man, the camera come on closer, bro.
This should be cake corner. Tell them that.
Romans 15 verse 20.
This should
Yea.
be cake corner now.
So have I strived to preach the gospel, not where Mashiach was named, lest I should build upon another man's foundation, you see? So we, Great Millstone, we've been out here for years, okay, 4 years. But you see, Jake, look, Jake talk about taking somebody's corner like they on a block, like it's the ages or something, like they selling crack.
Right.
Or we taking this corner. We trying to get all the money. We need all the things here. Well, this is the truth. You see, this is how much you want to disrespect the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You see, hey, this is why we don't get down with these other accounts, bro.
That's right.
The two walk together said they need agree, and we can't agree, man. You see the carnality in ISUPK?
Right.
You see the carnality? They walk around like foot soldiers.
Right.
You see? We ain't with that, man. You see? We teach the truth. So we're going to read it again. Romans 15 verse 20. Yea, so have I strived to preach the gospel, not where Mashiach was named, lest I should build upon another man's foundation.
Right. Not where Hamashiach was named. And we've been naming Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai on this corner for years, man. Years. Now these guys pop up and now they on some carnality. We gonna take this corner. Come on, man. You see him?
This all goddamn.
You see him?
You teach about me, we gonna blaze on
Let's get it. Here we go.
This goddamn corner. This our corner.
Exodus 20 verse 16. Thou should not bear false witness against thy neighbor, right?
Right.
So what they doing bearing false witness? They
Right.
saying we child molesters, right? Where is that proven at?
Right.
Where is that proven? You see? Bearing false witness, you see?
This is Mark chapter 10, verse 19.
Yeah.
Thou knowest the commandments, do not commit adultery, do not kill, do not steal, do not bear false witness.
Right.
Defraud not, honor thy father and thy mother.
Right.
So there you go, and this is coming out of Yahweh Shai's mouth.
That's right.
Right? They bearing false witness against us.
That's right.
Your brothers up here been raping anybody.
That's what I'm saying. If we was really rapists, why we ain't locked up?
We'd be locked up.
We'll be locked up. And you can't find no video where we say, hey, go and rape somebody.
Right. Amos 5 verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
That's right.
And they abhor him that speaketh upright.
That's right.
This should be cake city.
But guess what? This shows you on how much people truly don't care about the word going out. You see? Because if people truly cared about the word going out, and people really cared about their brothers as they say they do, right? They wouldn't be doing this madness.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
All over the news, I'm hearing about this microchip, man. I'm seeing black people going crazy talking about the mark of the beast, the mark of the beast. According to the Bible, the mark of the beast ain't no microchip, man.
Moving on to our top international story this hour, we are following some disturbing news out of the tech world. As this week, the Confederation of British Industry, or CBI, issued a warning about the future of microchips in the workplace. According to The Guardian, a British company has already fitted 150 implants in the UK alone. Biotech's chips, according to its website, quote, store a range of encrypted personal data from bank account details and passwords to medical data or Bitcoin wallet details. The device is implanted between the thumb and forefinger, and depending on which kit you choose, costs between $90 and just over $330. The CBI, which represents 140 trade associations and 190,000 businesses, told The Guardian, quote, while technology is changing the way we work, this makes for distinctly uncomfortable reading. Firms should be concentrating on rather more immediate priorities and focusing on engaging their employees.
All over the news, I'm hearing about this microchip, man. I'm seeing black people going crazy talking about the mark of the beast, the mark of the beast. According to the Bible, the mark of the beast ain't no microchip.
So many economists believe the future will be cash-free. You're already seeing it from everywhere you go, whether it's your baseball game or to your local deli. Now, Sweden is getting there even faster than anyone else. According to a New York Times report, a fifth of the country, doesn't even use ATMs anymore. And 4,000 Swedes, now get this, have microchips implanted in their hands so they can pay for products with just a wave of their hand. Makes the Apple Watch kind of look obsolete. So on top of that, many Swedish companies are asking their employees to get implants to pass through access points and to pay for conveniences.
I'm not gonna let you film me to try to catch me up in nothing, all right? Right. And I'm not gonna let you film me so you can put it on your website.
No,
I'm saying our website, either on YouTube or something like that.
Right.
But what I'm saying that ISUPK is undefeated.
Okay.
Okay. We've been established since 1969, laying down the truth.
No problem. No problem.
But for the record, I will say this: the I, what'd you say that was? The R, whatever.
Well, no. We're actually. I asked you a question about the chip in the book of Revelation, chapter 13.
Yeah, the chip. Ain't nowhere where it say no chip.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? It say a chip in your right hand.
When you go into the Greek.
No, hold on. Does it say a chip in your right hand?
Can I explain it to you?
Go ahead.
When you go into that mark, in Revelation 13 chapter, right? When you go into that word, that Greek term is charagma. It means something that is inserted or implanted into you. That would be a microchip. You cannot insert Christianity in you. If that's the case, then everybody would die.
You can insert Christianity in you.
It's a mindset.
That's why, exactly, and that's what's been inserted into it. The chip has nothing to do with no Bible. That, when you're talking about mark that mark is for Christianity or any other ideologies that this white man done put on you. Well, that's what the mark is, and people walking around with the mark. Now listen, if that's the case, people got the mark already because they walking. Hold on. People walking around with their cell phones.
But the
with them all the time.
Right, but the chip is inside.
And it's in their right palm.
The chip is inside of the phone, not inside of them.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
People still got it.
No,
people still got it.
You know where you going off here? Because if you go to Revelation,
ISUPK don't go off.
You going on now?
Explain so. No, I'm not.
Yes, you
I
are.
said it once, and I'm gonna say it again for the record. ISUPK is undefeated. When we say so, we the home of the truth.
Sir, you've been defeated right now because you're not breaking down
brother. Listen. I just broke it down. You didn't say break down no scripture. You pulled up the scripture, and I told you that the mark was Christianity. That the mark was any. Hold on. That the mark was any other ideologies, any other false doctrines, right? Any other fake Hebrew Israelite camps. Those are the marks.
No, you're going on.
You understand? Nah, no.
So
I said it what I said.
Let me ask you a question.
I said it how I said it.
So many people in Sweden are lining up to get these microchips that the country's main chipping company says that it can't even keep up with the number of requests.
Really?
No way I would do that. What in the Illuminati, mark of the beast, witchcraft is going on over there in Sweden?
And Steve, this is happening here. I don't want to get biblical, but I've heard about this mark of the beast business my whole life. I think it's true. I think biblical prophecy. The more I'm hearing about this, everything we do. So we can talk about this, but this isn't coming. It's already here.
Right. And in China, this is the tip of the proverbial iceberg.
According to the Bible, the mark of the beast ain't no microchip, man.
And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.